Okay, thank you for joining us. I'm Rafael Pereira, and I'm here with Karin and Marcelo. I'm from Globo.com, Brazil. Work with Marcelo and Karin at PUC-Rio. And we're going to present you some architectures for distributed high-performance video processing in the cloud. Before I start talking about the video processing architectures, I think that's important to discuss a little why we believe that cloud computing is important and why we believe that cloud computing will play an important role for processing applications. And basically, if you look at the last few years, we see that the systems are getting more and more complex, and the volume of data to be processed also increases. And in this scenario, have an in-house infrastructure will be very expensive. For example, you need a big IT team, you need to pay for power, for cooling, physical space, hardware upgrading. So with cloud computing, we can just forget these problems and focus on applications. The second point is we have demand variations, which means that at the most part of time the resources will be idle. For example, if you have a big internet portal, at the most part of the day we will use something around, for example, 60% of the total processing capacity. And from, for example, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. we almost use nothing, so we will be spending money for nothing. We also have seasonal demands. We do not just justify massive investments in infrastructure. For example, if we are the CNN.com and you want to broadcast, for example, Obama's inauguration, it's just for one day, and we need to buy a lot of servers, bandwidth, so these resources would not be used in the next day. So does not make sense in terms of economics to invest in infrastructure just for one day or just for a month. I don't know. So what we want is to pay just what we use, and that's what That's what we can do with cloud computing. From the video perspective, in the last decades, for example, 60s or 70s, 80s, there is a big distinction between producers, distributors, and consumers. They play distinct roles. So the producers are basically focused in produce their content, and they only produce a single media format. And the single media, they only produce the single media format because there are limited screens. The basic way to deliver content was through the TV broadcast. So they only need to produce the TV broadcast format. And we also do not have any type of content flow from consumers to producers. And now we have a fusion of these three wholes. Basically, the producers now need to produce multi-format media because the consumers now have a lot of ways to get access to the content. For example, now we have the user can get access, can watch a video through his desktop or through the iPhone or the media centers. So each of these devices has some limitations from the format or codec used in the different medias. So we need to produce the same content several times, each time for these different devices.